Huge interest in João Moutinho. Up against his former club, will he make an impact? Live on EA TV. Hello and a warm welcome to a stadium that always oozes passion, St James's Park. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's Newcastle United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Well, thanks Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle United. Martin Dubravka is the goalkeeper. Lionel Messi starts with Alain Saint-Maximin in the wide areas. And the striker today is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The initial 11 for Wolves. Nelson Semedo plays with Johnny in the fullback positions. And the striker is a man who can be a real handful, Raúl Jiménez. And the contest begins. Spot on with that tackle. And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. Very difficult challenge to perform, but he succeeded. Jimenez. Well, for Newcastle United, it didn't really go to plan last time out. They lost against Everton. What do you anticipate seeing this time,
Can he score here, Derek?
And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game.
Well, that was a fairly easy finish in the end, but he still had to take it. He won't mind how they come, though.
And Newcastle get the ball rolling once more. How will they react to this setback? Well, I think understandable that many of us in the media were very interested in João Moutinho ahead of today's game. Up against his old club, and that's never easy for a footballer. A mixture of emotions.
Oh, can he finish it, Derek?
Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Johnny. Maxence Kakere. Nicely timed tackle. And a chance to whip it in here. And the referee has awarded a corner following that touch. Trying to deliver it accurately. Not messing around with that clearance. Aubameyang. perfect example of how to execute a slide tackle. It's a good Wolves move in the making. That's a useful cross. It comes to nothing in the end. Lionel Messi. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Cutting the ball back. Not a great pass. Adama. What can they do to stop him running at them? And players waiting at the far post. Well, in fact, a bit too close to the goalkeeper, and that was always going to be claimed. Pavard. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. What can they do from here? Opportunity! That ball was put into the right area, but no one able to capitalise. Oh, a fine block. Showing a real will to win the ball. Can't argue with that little move. Well, a badly timed run, just a fraction offside. Pavard. It's with Aritz. Now a decent position. Neves. And with the goalkeeper. Coutinho. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Real chance. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
So back underway. One goal apiece here. And a decent position for Wolves to be in. But really sticking to their task defensively. Pavard. Messi. And now with Aubameyang. And he might be through here. Oh, he did superbly well to get back there and thwart him. Jimenez. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky there.
Lodeiro. Newcastle in a potentially dangerous position. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? And they need to get tighter here. Well, a fantastic counter-attack as they move through the gears, but not a brilliant end product.
Well, everything looked good until the finish, but that shows how dangerous they are on the break.
Kea. It's with Aritz. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Jimenez. Well, they've given him too much space. But quick thinking defensively. And so it is, the first half story has been written. And the contest begins.
Oh, can he score here, Derek?
And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game. Real chance. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky.
And they need to get tighter here. Well, a fantastic counter-attack as they move through the gear. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Lewis. Saint-Maximin. It's looking promising. Aubameyang! Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending. Neto. Well, danger here as he runs at them. Takes the shot. Well, getting in the way. Superb save. Well, they're going for the short one. And a decent delivery. Well, not on the target. Space was at a premium, though. And a friendly reminder that we have more action from the Premier League coming up. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Chelsea. Bit of a sloppy pass by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Well, he's lost it. Nelson Semedo. Connor Cody now. Adama. Chance to cross. Raúl Jimenez. And a fantastic diving save.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Delivering it. A very effective clearance. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Well, it was a superb counter-attack, but no goal.
Yeah, really good play. Won the ball back well and then countered with great speed. That deserved a goal.
Time for a change then. Well, we're into the final half hour. Well, they're sitting ever deeper. Well read to win possession back. Ruben Neves. Kakere. He's given it away. Neves. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Pavard. Messi. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Dani Garcia. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Aubameyang. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. And Newcastle pushing forward with options available. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Aubameyang. And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? He'll take this on. Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. And the goalkeeper got there.
Well, that could have gone anywhere, but the keeper's reacted really well. Well, there it is. The finishing hasn't been good enough. They've certainly created chances, so the build-up play isn't an issue, but they need to score soon to get back into this game.
And still dangerous. Well, they survived the attack. Cody. In possession, Adama. They've given it away. 10 minutes left for play. And Wolves coming away with it. They've got to be really mindful. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Well, a corner it is, and they know they've got to be opportunistic at this stage of the game. Trying to deliver it accurately. And he did what he had to do defensively. This is looking threatening. And the keeper flings himself at the ball.
Substitution for Newcastle United.
And time for the change now.
Number 30, Lionel Messi, coming onto the pitch.
He's driven in the corner. Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
Number 2, Benjamin.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
Number 3, Jamal Sell.
Lewis. It's with Garcia. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Jimenez. Nelson Semedo has it. Down by a goal. This could be the final opportunity to snatch something. But they dealt with the threat posed. Breaking at pace. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Isco. Really good challenge. Adama. It's with Ruben Neves. Willy Boli. Kakere. It might be on for them. Big chance. Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well. Well, here it is again, and quite clearly it didn't cross the line. Mind you, it was very close.
And that is all for this game. The referee blows the whistle and Newcastle victorious. Their fans will be thrilled with the outcome.
Well, they look so good up front, don't they? The movement, their ability to turn with the ball, and their combination play was brilliant at times. That's why they're scoring so many goals, and long may it continue. Oh, can he score here, Derek?
And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game. Real chance. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky.
And they need to get tighter here. Well, a fantastic counter-attack as they move through the gears, but not a brilliant end. Takes the shot. Well, getting in the way, superb save. And a decent delivery. Well, not on the target. Space was at a premium, though. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Well, it was a superb counter-attack, but no goal.
Yeah, really good play. Won the ball back well and then countered with great speed.
And there is the goal! He's found the net. Joy unconfined. And that of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Well, a corner it is, and they know. This is looking threatening. And the keeper flings himself at the ball. And time for the change now. He's driven in the corner. Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great...
Just a couple of questions for you. Thank you for your time.
Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. We're going to start with questions now. Guys, we're now out of time. Thanks for attending. Apologies if you were unable to ask your question.
You know, when the draw for the group stage was made, I think most fans had their eye on this match. Two of the very best in Europe, and it has pride of place on the fixture list. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV. And hello to you from Clydeside. We find ourselves on the south side of this great city, Glasgow. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we've got Europa League group stage action coming up for you. It's Rangers up against Newcastle United.
Well, thanks, Derek. The scene is set for a really good game tonight. We've got a great atmosphere inside this stadium. Let's hope the players perform.
Well, here's the starting 11 for Rangers.
Well, it's all very narrow, both up front and in midfield. But they have players who are really good in tight areas. They manipulate the ball well, they can pass around pressure, and they're clever with their movement.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle United.
Well, in this shape, their two holding midfield players will be key today. If they can get on the ball and dictate the play, protect the two centre-backs, it will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality.
And this Europa League group stage confrontation commences. And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
Over it comes. Cleared away. Oh, great attacking play, and whipped into the box, and they deal with the threat this time. And the timing was perfect, ball one. He has very much been the talk of the town going into this match. When a player comes back from injury, it's a matter of how well he does in training, and then it's up to the manager, Stuart.
Well, I thought he might be out for longer, but it's good to see him back in the starting 11 today. Let's hope...
Might go ahead, and a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
Well, the pressure has certainly been applied. Let's find out if Newcastle are feeling it. This could be interesting. I must say, this looks promising. Can he convert? And saved by the keeper. Well, goalkeeper mistake. Will there be a price to pay? Lundstrom. And he's taken it away. And he's made headway. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Henrik Mkhitaryan. Joe Willock. Useful looking ball. Still possibilities. Danny Garcia. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
Saint-Maximin. And threading it forward. And he's found a bit of daylight. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? This looks promising. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Opportunity! Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. Lundstrom. Really getting stuck in defensively. Well, a pretty ordinary challenge. Well, in the final analysis, it was good defending. Space on the flank. And players waiting at the far post. Oh, not to be. That would have put them well on their way, Stuart.
Well, that could prove to be a big miss. Surely has to score there.
Well, he could really get at the opposition. Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Wonderful chance! In it goes! Delighted to be two in front. Things look good for them now.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Underway again with the score of 3-1. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, we're picking him out for a reason. He's having a tremendous game in attack, Stuart.
Well, you won't see too many better performances than this. He's been an absolute menace to these defenders today. And, of course, he's taken his goals really well.
And this Europa League group stage confrontation commences. Surely! And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
Might go ahead. And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead. And he's made headway. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be. And threading it forward. And he's found a bit of daylight. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that. Oh, not to be. That would have put them well on their way, Stuart.
Well, that could prove to be a big miss. Surely has to...
Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Wonderful chance. In it goes. Delighted to be two in front. Things look good for them now. And the ball rolling again after what was a sublime first 45 from Newcastle. Are we in for more of the same here? Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Into the centre from Mkhitaryan. Taking care of business defensively here. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. High pressing at its best. Just a reminder, we have more absorbing action from the Premier League coming your way here on EA TV. It's Newcastle United facing Arsenal.
And what a game that will be. Two good teams in a great stadium. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Well, visionary passing. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Promising move this from Newcastle. The cross is on. A glorious chance. And the keeper will happily collect that one. He's in with a chance. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're making a change. And the action underway once more, with the Magpies very much on top. Well, we're into the final half hour. Connor Goldson. Lundstrom. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that.
Well, those stats tell you everything. Newcastle have enjoyed the majority of possession. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here.
And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
Lots of goals. 5-1 it is. Mkhitaryan. He has time to play it over. Oh, what an astonishing goal! One for the archives. Remember where you were when it happened. Unforgettable.
Well, here it is again, and he does brilliantly to get this on target because the ball's slightly behind him and he has no time to adjust. What a piece of skill that is.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Isco. They've won back possession. Mkhitaryan. It should be. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Well, threat averted. Fashion Sakala. Really getting stuck in. And he's through here. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
Newcastle United goal, number 14, Jolinton.
10 minutes left for play. Patterson. Well, that's the kind of play you want from your defender. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Gives it a go. And just over the bar. Really good effort.
Substitution for Newcastle United. Coming off the pitch, number 14, Jolinton. Coming onto the pitch, number 9,
Aritz. Now with Lodeiro. Successfully cut out. Good looking sequence. And 3 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Roof. Can he put it in? That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. And there goes the final whistle and the final outcome, a victory for the Magpies. What did you make of it?
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances, we saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
Might go ahead. And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead. And he's made headway. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be. And threading it forward, and he's found a bit of daylight. It's gone in, and well, he might celebrate on the back of that. Oh, not to be. That would have put them well on their way, Stuart.
Well, that could prove to be a big miss. Surely has to...
Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Wonderful chance. In it goes. Delighted to be two in front. Things look good for them now. He's in with a chance. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. Mkhitaryan. He has time to play it over. Oh, what an astonishing goal! One for the archives. Remember where you were when it happened. And he's through here. It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target.
Time for a few quick questions. Thanks, that's all the questions we have for you.